Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe.
A number of people have already made a video about this arrest. Ruby Franke, a YouTuber who was arrested just a few days ago on child charges. I'm gonna make a video that's a little different than the ones you may have seen because my wife and I know Ruby and Kevin Franke. We were in the same ward, which is Mormon for congregation, from about 2007 to 2012. I no longer belong to the Mormon church, no longer believe it. Back then I did, but even then, when I still believed in the Mormon church, it didn't really mesh well with Ruby and Kevin. They were a little more orthodox. I'll give you one example. At a Relief Society event, the first interaction that my wife had with Ruby was Ruby teaching a lesson on a Saturday activity for the Relief Society, which is the women's organization, where she said, "Sisters, I do not feel the Spirit when I use canned cream of chicken soup. You have to make that soup from scratch to feel the Spirit." My wife and I are like, no thanks. We knew them. That was really the only weird stuff. There was nothing crazy or extraordinary. It was just like, they were just a little extra. So we didn't really mesh. We didn't hang out a lot. Their YouTube channel, 8 Passengers, started in 2015. I didn't really find out about it until after I had stopped believing in the Mormon church, which was in 2017. When Kevin Franke, the husband of Ruby, found out that I had left the church, he reached out to a mutual friend that lived in that ward as well and tried to devise a plan to save me. Little did he know that the friend he reached out to also didn't believe in the church anymore. So they never actually reached out. In 2019 and 2020, I caught a few of their YouTube videos and sent a few clips to my wife and said, man, they seem to be getting worse. Just like withholding food as punishment. Really just bad stuff that it's like, yeah, teaching accountability is good, but this behavior, it's like, it's a little concerning. And I started to notice that Kevin was featured on the channel less and less frequently. I actually don't know what's going on with them in their marriage specifically. I know that Kevin is trying to get his kids back, and there's a big part of me that feels like Kevin was kind of dragged into all of this, and he finally ended up seeing how abuse was and separating himself from it, not being on the channel anymore. Again, some of this is speculation, but I think it feels like at some point Kevin recognized, like, this has gone too far. I'm not saying he doesn't have a role in it. I'm not saying that he's not partially or fully responsible for what happened here. We've talked to a lot of our neighbors that we had in that neighborhood, and we're like trying to piece it together using the information that we're getting, but they're being extremely private, as you would imagine. The big question that I've heard a lot of people try to answer is this the Mormon church's fault? Is this Mormon doctrine's fault, the abuse of these kids? Short answer is kind of. The longer answer, I'll make another video because this one's already a bit too long. Tragedy here, of course, is the kids. They are the victims here. They're victims of bad ideology. They're victims of parents. And it's just terrible. I hope they get help and that they come out of it. It's going to take a long, long time and long road for them to get there.
Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share.